So, finally got around to doing one of these. I couldn't sleep, so I figured I'd try to give this a shot again. Um, I wasn't, or I was supposed to make one of these way sooner, and I intentionally didn't. It's just a lot has happened, and I didn't really wanna just do any of this, but I feel like there's a lot I need to air out for now. But things things have kind of just changed, you know. I don't know if they really got better, and I know I can't say they got worse. Things are just different. A lot of shit has happened for me lately, especially. Um, I'm trying to keep up to process all of it, but sometimes it's a lot, you know. I don't know. Right now, I feel very, very weird, very, very not like me. But at the same time, there's no one else I could be. I don't know if any of that makes sense, but I don't know. I don't feel lost, but at the same time, I don't feel like I know what I'm doing. I want to do more. I just hesitate a lot, which sucks because I consider myself someone with a lot of aspirations, a lot of things I want to chase, and behavior and things I want to do with my life. But I don't know. I guess I get so like caught up in all the other shit that I don't just do it. I don't just, take that first step. I don't know. Lately, I've been trying to socialize again, meet new people, try to open myself up to being in a relationship again. I've been single for maybe like a year and a half now, so it's not too bad, nothing too crazy, right? Yeah, like a year and 8 months now, actually. Yeah, I think so. I don't remember at all, but I know some time's passed. Um, I don't know. I'm always someone who needs a lot of time to pass before I try to jump into anything, and I definitely feel different. I to say that I'm even remotely, not remotely, but to say that I'm the same person as before is a lie. But I didn't like how the change happened, man. I didn't like it. I don't know, but it is what it is. Um, yeah, I'm just trying to get used to talking to people again. I guess I had a lot of antisocial tendencies form, but it's also just I've been a pretty antisocial person for most of my life. Um, but no, now I'm starting to get along with people, to talk to more people, be more open. But it's so weird because I don't know. It feels hard to not feel alone so much, especially since I feel like me personally, I've been lacking when it comes to to opening up, to being more open, in terms of my vulnerability. It was something that used to be really easy for me, but I don't know. It feels hard to trust people with that, but I never wanted to have to worry about who I trusted. I always just wanted to be able to express myself in any way I felt I needed to. But now I don't know. I'm starting to realize that not everyone can handle that, and that sucks, you know. And it makes me feel a little alone. And I mean, in part, I guess that's my fault too. I feel like I grow too dependent on people. I don't know. Maybe if I was just more open to having new friends, or just more open to the idea of being more dependent on myself for that sense of security and calmness. But I don't know. I find myself just wanting a hug a lot, you know? Just a nice hug. And I mean, I've tried, you know, hugging people, but I don't know. It's not for everyone, I guess. But who knows? I don't know. Maybe I just need a way for my person. Maybe I'm just a special case, you know. Maybe I need something or someone just as equally as much of a special case to to put up with me. But I don't know. I feel very very guilty, very responsible for my own suffering. I feel like I choose to be alone through it a lot more than, you know, asking for support. And like I said, I feel like that's just on me. I should have maybe been closer with people. Maybe, like I said, be more open to being vulnerable with them. But I just, it's not that I can't. I don't want, I don't want people not to know what to do with me. I very much fear the way other people perceive me. And not really in a way of like, if they think I'm X or Y, then I want to do everything in my ability to change them. It's more of just being aware of the knowledge, especially if it's someone whose opinion I feel like I'd hold high in value. Um, I feel like it definitely freaks me out because I mean, on one hand, yeah, I shouldn't care, but on the other hand, you know, this is someone, you know, I care about. If I care about them, then and they think, you know, certain things about me or this and this about me, then what's that to say about, you know, what or who I really am, you know? Intentions are one thing, but actions are always another. And I feel like most of the time I just choose the wrong things to do, but the right things to say. So, I don't know. I feel like I push people away a lot. I drive people away a lot on accident, sometimes on purpose. But I don't mean to. It's just, it's hard not to. It's hard to believe that they're gonna be understanding or know how to deal with it, you know. I don't know. I've been talking with my family, not my family, but just specific parts of my family more, and they always say that I'm basically just looking for another me, which is funny because I mean, I guess to a certain extent, yeah. I the way that I know I would jump to the opportunity to be the shoulder to cry on, to be the helping hand, you know. I just want that for me too. And I mean, I've had that before, you know, for short periods of time in my life, and it was very great while it lasted. I really did enjoy and love the love I received over my life. And I'll never regret, you know, how things turned out with that, you know. They turned out the way they had to. But I'm glad I got to know what that was, you know, even for a bit. I just kind of wish I had that all the time, but don't we all, you know? I don't know. I mean, besides that, everything's fine. Financially, I'm alright. I mean, I'm in a little bit of debt, but I mean, there's nothing I can't work out. I know I have a good work ethic. I can do what I gotta do. Um, Maybe school, I really do gotta not lock in, but I gotta figure that shit out. I definitely gotta figure that shit out. But I'm still confident in my plan for my life and for school and for what I want to do with everything. But it's just those those moments of just like crushing, you know, loneliness or crushing weight of everything in my head and just not having someone, to fall back on. And like I said, I partially, not even partially, I feel like majority of that is on me, from my lack of intimacy with other people, just because I'm too scared to see how they react or to see how they perceive me or to see how, I don't know, just in some way, shape or form, fear controls so much of what I want to do, and more specifically, what I don't want to do, but always end up doing regardless. And I'm trying to get over it. I'm trying to be less scared, but it's hard. It's hard. It's not really fear as much as it is anxiety, but I mean, I feel like the two are so close for me that I can call one the other. Because, I don't know, they're both just worry at the end for me. Just worry that I'm gonna lose more people. And if it happens, it happens, but I really don't want it to happen. But I don't know. Like I said, maybe it just takes finding my person. And if I gotta be a little more patient, then fuck it. But in the meantime, I really am gonna have to figure out how to deal with this feeling of, I don't know, like a void. Except it doesn't really feel like something's missing in me. It's like more of something's missing next to me. You know. Um. Yeah. I don't know. That's partially just a big thing that I wanted to air out because, like I said, not much else is really bad. I mean, nothing, to be honest, is really going bad right now. I just don't feel good, which is it's normal. I think, at least for me, um, it's normal. I just gotta make sure I don't stay in this wallowing pit. You know what I mean? This like cave of despair. I feel like if I stay there too long, I'm just gonna fall back into old habits. But I mean, it's not to say that I don't have like a support system around me right now. I do. Um, but I don't know. Sometimes, sometimes I just want to hug. But I don't know. That's kind of all I had to talk about. I mean, besides that, everything's good. I'm good. I'll be good. I know I'm gonna be good. Um, I hope everyone else is good. I don't know. I hope I achieve the shit that I want to in life so that I can help as many people as I want to help in the future without having to worry about my own predicaments that intensely. You know what I mean? But yeah, that's basically it.